Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a new video that is going to show off the defense side of the breakthrough game mode. Again, I just wanted to try out the defensive side of things, where previously I tried out the offensive side of things. So this time around I'm taking the 350-second. I made myself a division quickly. I'm not entirely sure how good it'll be, but I'll just show you guys quickly so you get an idea. I just built myself a 352nd infantry division. And it's just a lot of Phase A units. We've got the Fusiliers in Phase A in the Recon tab. We've got the Grenadiers and Osttruppen. Pretty much similar infantry tab to normal. But the best thing about this, I guess, is the fact that you can bring in 16 IG-18s at the start of the game, which is pretty incredible. It would be quite funny just to do that, just to see how ridiculous it would be. But we're not going to do that for now. We're going to bring in 12, which is still a lot, but I'm not sure I'm going to deploy them all at the start. The other thing is we get access to Pack 40s in Phase A, so I'm definitely going to be investing in a lot of those because in a defensive scenario, the Pack 40s will actually be really good. Also, these Panzerschrecks, I think, for ambushing will be fantastic, so I've decided to put them in there. As for anti-air, we've got Flak 88s available in Phase A, as well as these 37mm on trucks, which are decent, so I thought they'd be nice to have in Phase A if I can afford them. Then we've got the 81mm mortars and FK-18s. I've got some SK-18s coming in Phase B just for counter battery. And then we've got the 2-star planes that come with the 352nd. I also have some Phase A recon, and the reason for that is because I have so many Flak 88s that I feel like I can basically bring one of these in. But we'll see how it goes. This isn't by any means an optimized deck. Obviously, we have multiple phases to go through, and most of my units are Phase A. So like I said, we'll have to wait and see how it really turns out once we're in the game. So that's it. We start off with, I believe, 1,500 points. We have a 40-minute time limit. We're playing against a hard AI this time because obviously before it was just a medium and it was pretty much a rollover. So I upped it to hard. Obviously, I'm still getting familiar with the division. I'm still getting familiar with the game mode. So yeah, just going to keep it on hard for now. Let's go ahead and launch the battle. So our objective for this one is to hold the steelworks at Colombelles. Now, the most interesting part about the breakthrough game mode is not only that the maps have been turned on their head and you get to play them from a different perspective, which is always great. But the thing I really like the thought of is like ambushes. And that's really what I'm going to try and set up today. So playing against an AI, there's no rush. I can basically set up as long as I want to, which is great. But what we got to do is look at sight lines. And basically, I don't want all of my units to be on the edge of a tree line here, for example, because they can just get spotted by recon and killed. So what I want to do, for example, is put the Pack 40 behind the tree line and then just have it roll into the tree line once the game starts. Now you can bring in all of the units, I believe, without their half tracks and so on, which is quite nice. So let's see. I'm not used to playing Colombelles from this sort of direction. Usually it's played this way around. So looking at this way will give me a better idea of my bearings, I guess. So I was thinking maybe this tree line's a decent one. 1,200 meter range hits this road. It also covers this road here. So what I might do is stick a couple of Pack 40s behind here. I'm probably just going to have them outside of their positions there. We'll put them like so. The really awesome thing about this is you can imagine this happening for real, like just having these Pack 40s hiding behind a tree line to ambush a road as they come up. We'll also have some Fusiliers here. I'm going to have pretty much all of them outside of their armoured cars and stuff, because I don't see any reason why you would have them in there. The other one is, of course, this line. This one's pretty nice. We've got to cover like pretty much the entire map. So this covers the right side to here. So we probably want something to cover in the mid. So maybe this tree line would be a decent one. Yeah, let's try and do another thing here. We'll do another double pack 40 combo with the Fusiliers in the tree line there. Just take those out of their trucks. It doesn't save us any cash, it just means that there's a bit less micromanagement. And I guess the other thing we should probably do is leave a Grenfuhrer here. I'm probably going to leave them outside as well. So that should potentially cover all of that area and all of that area. We need to set up another one on this right side. So I think this is a tree line here that we could probably use for that. Yeah, so we'll do that as well. This is, I think it's just really cool. Just having like all of these positions pre-set up for like somebody to assault. Obviously, in a PvP game, this might not be as ideal because you might have somebody who uses a lot of artillery, and me using this many Pack 40s would be a really bad idea. But against AI, I think we're okay. So what I'm going to do then after that is probably have an MG42 in this building. We will have probably an MG42 on the main road here. Then I want some Panzertrack teams in here, supported by some infantry. I might just put like a Fusilier squad in there actually. And then some command. Actually, that's something I don't really have much of. I probably should have brought more command. Oh well, we can work without it. It's fine. The AI isn't likely to try and rush us down every opportunity it gets. So the other thing here could be an IG-18 just to cover further back and down the road. We'll do the same on this side as well. I have an IG-18 just to sort of cover if anything gets across, because we don't want infantry like charging me down. That's like the worst thing that can happen to these Pack 40s. I might just have one like back up behind like that. And we'll put some like Osttruppen around just because they're cheap and they can like hold buildings for us and basically let us know where the opponents are coming from and stop the opponents from getting into buildings themselves. And that's another thing to be wary of, is that in this game mode you will end up using a lot of buildings that aren't usually used, which is quite interesting to think about as well. So for example, this right side is like never used, all these houses here, or all the factory residents, and like these bunkers for example on that left side. Okay, so we've got 300 points left. I'm just trying to think what I should spend it on, whether or not I should even spend it at all. I could have maybe some recon or just some anti-tank maybe here. We could just go for a couple of flak 88s, honestly. We could have one hanging out here and one hanging out here, just to like cover this field area. Yeah, I think that's fair. This left side's a bit exposed to like an air force, but I think we'll be okay. What else could we spend our last 30 points on? Could just go for another Panzertrack squad somewhere. Maybe a little bit further up here. Oh, we'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to launch the battle and we'll see how it goes. We've got quite a long time until the next phase, 10 minutes, and they're going to start with 3,000 points at their disposal, which is a hell of a lot. And one thing I'm probably going to do, actually, considering that, is bring in the Flak 41 with its half track here, and then we will move it to wherever we need it. We're going to start. I might just let the Pack 40s move into the tree line there. Looks like they're going to be coming down that main road with quite a lot of units. I think they moved into this side as well. Yeah, they have. Okay, I think I'll just let them stay in the tree lines for now. Looks like they're moving a lot of units over to the left side. The other thing that I didn't consider is artillery. And it looks like these are artillery pieces, which could be a pretty big issue to deal with at the start of the game. I'm going to move this one over to the far left and that one to the far right. So it's not so much about territory in this case, it's about... let's move this one forwards, because we might lose this pack 40 if I'm not too careful. Smoke bombers, interesting. Oh, hit me bang on there. There we go, job done. We missed. Basically, I'm bringing this over to the left side to look after that flank because it looks like we're already in trouble, really. This pack 40's done its job. Let's move this one forwards as well. It looks like only one of them moved into the tree line. I probably should have just had them in the tree line from in the first place. Oh, we need to unload that ASAP. Gonna get the half track to move away. Okay, that 88 might die. Never mind. That did the job. Gonna have a shot at the second one as well. Okay, we're just gonna be pinned down. That's fine. Okay, so far so good. We are being pressured all over the place. This M8's actually out of my line of sight, which is a bit awkward for this Ostruppen squad. That open top? Yes it is. Okay, so we should let the Ostruppen get close enough there to lob their grenades. Because they might be able to actually kill it, which would be something. Yeah, they did. Oh my god, guys. Okay, that is something. That is definitely something right there. That was pretty spectacular. Okay, we got artillery coming in now that we got to worry about. That was something. Let's get this IG-18 to roll over and help out. I might just have to leave those guys there pinned down for now. They're in pretty heavy cover. So what I'm likely to do is probably invest in counter battery. Well, they are charging me down, so I'm going to have to be a bit worried about that. Breaking through on our left flank is not ideal. The Panzerstreck squad was destroyed. Oh, looks like it was like off map coming in. And what I'm kind of hoping to do here is get this 88 loaded up and then bring it into line of sight of this M7. There's another one on that left side. Maybe I can pick that off, that would be good. What's the range like here? Nice. That's good. That's really good. I think so far so good. I'm gonna unload it as soon as it sort of gets line of sight onto the M7. No, it doesn't look like it's going to. We'll just let it kill off this M4A2 then. That's fine. Nice. On that left side we're doing pretty well. Looks like off map coming in onto the Pack 40 there. More artillery coming down onto the Flak 41. Funny how they're using both of these smoke bombers, but we're holding off quite well at the moment. We've dealt 1,460 points worth of damage. We did just lose our Flak 88. I think in order to win we need to deal 3,000 points worth of damage, which is quite a lot. Oh, we lost our second Flak 40, or Pack 40, sorry, in the mid. We're doing well on this right side though. I might just roll forwards and try and get rid of that M4A1, although this Pack 40 is being artied. Alright, we'll just make that one fall back. Cool. So what do we need from Phase B? There's 4 minutes until Phase B. We need some more reinforcing AT for the mid. We could probably use one more on the left side. But so far, this has actually been really fun. I can imagine this being, again, very fun against players, and I do definitely intend to do that in the future. But again, just wanted to try out the defensive side of this game mode before jumping straight into the face of other players. On that right side, our Pack 40 is actually getting pretty low on HE ammunition. It's been doing a lot of damage to infantry. Our 88 is being hit there as well. Hopefully this Pack 40 is able to move up and get like a line of sight onto these units over here, because that would be really, really damn helpful. Let's just make sure we kill off these voltages. Well, that range. Is that like a half track? There, we got it. Okay, good. It could have gone very badly. On that right side, our Pack 40 went down. They're still seeing my Flak 88. They're still hammering that. I feel like I've killed the majority of their initial forces though. So with our 1000 reinforcement points, we'll bring in the Pack 40. We'll bring in probably the Pack 43. We'll bring in maybe a Flak 41 as well. And then the rest of it will just be like other stuff. I'm not entirely sure what. Yeah, it looks like they started to arty this as well. We do have SK-18s, so we can use them to like counter battery these M7s and stop them doing so much damage, because there's a lot of artillery that we're dealing with at the moment. And I can't really get any more kills at the moment. They come in with another 2,250 points in Phase B. We got 2 minutes as well left. I might move this Panzerschreck squad. Might also shift over this unit. We're okay on the right side. I'm just going to keep all of those units hidden. It's this Pack 40 that I'm kind of worried about. I just wanted to get it into line of sight of this M7. I'm going to smoke it. Entirely sure what they're trying to do there. Well, that's not good. They can actually see my Panzerschreck team. Cool. Alright, well, we got away from that anyway. And hopefully, we can get line of sight onto this M7, because one more M7 gone is very good for us. One Pack 40, you got like one more shot. Nice. That's good shit. I think that's a mortar carrier as well. We might be able to get it, if we're lucky. I feel like that first mortar shot's gonna kill us though. Oh, it was a bit off. I think because he's panicked. Yeah, it's probably because he's panicked actually. Nice, we got him. Let's just hope that goes off. Yes, it did. Didn't hit us at all. Okay, we're in a pretty decent spot. So 14 seconds, and I believe we get another 1,000 points. We've made some points back. This M4A2 is going to get hit by the Pack 40 by the looks of things. And that's already, what, 1,830 points? We're doing pretty well here. So I was going to bring in the Pack 40. We'll bring that in for the mid. I'll bring in the Pack 43 for the left side, because we need more there. I might bring in the Flak 41s. I might just have it behind this tree line and we can pop it out if we need it. But in the meantime, we definitely want these SK-18s. Or maybe we should rely more on FK-18s. SK-18s have like double the range. So we can have them like here, and they can't really do anything about them. So I'm going to bring them up, and they can be sort of our defense. They're bringing in their reinforcements now as well. I've got to be pretty damn careful here. Bring in some more Panzerschreck teams to dot about, because I feel like they can be really useful. And then the other thing is probably the Ju-87. But that's assuming that they didn't buy any planes, which they could well have done. But the Ju-87 could probably just finish the game, honestly. There is some AA coming in now, though. I'm going to move this Pak 40 back because it's probably going to get rushed down otherwise. And what I'm likely to do is drop off that AT gun in that tree line. Yeah, we need to make sure that Pak 40 keeps moving back, because although I would like it to hit that infantry, we've got this M8 Spatty we need to deal with. So I'm going to try and get over to the other side here. I'm going to unload that early, maybe we can hit this M5A1. Yep, good stuff. 2,000 points. Gonna go for that M8 Spatty. Very tempted to bring in the Ju-87. Panzerschreck did its job onto one of the enemy units there. Let's move forwards to Pak 40 again. Probably gonna get hammered. But if it can take out the M8 Spatty there, we're kind of covered by the smoke from the left side. Right, let's unload this guy. And he can move himself across. Okay, good. Pak 40 did the job anyway. Gonna unload this Pak 43 and have it move towards my original location on the left side. But we've barely lost any ground here. The Pak 40 did go down. It looks like it killed off at least one unit on that left side. My SK-18s have arrived. Where is their RT? The mortar on that right side that we can probably deal with. Pak 40's going ham. We also have the Pak 43 there doing a decent job. Let me just make sure that I have these on a group. So that's 11 armor. Fortunately, we do have 2-star veterancy. Crew knockout is good. Maybe not so good is them getting forced to fall back. Let's buy in this Ju-87. I feel like we can just come in and cheeky win this by destroying both these M4A3s. All their AAs over on this left side. We can probably take out this M4A3 here and then hit the one on the right side. There we go. Nice. We'll come over, pick off this one. And that's victory. They sustained too many losses. Ju-87 comes in at the end. Boom, job done. So yeah, we lost 1,175. It seems like the AI, I mean, it would be similar to players, honestly. You're going to find that there's a lot of artillery use in this. And it's quite simply because there are so many points to be using at the start of the game that it's very likely that you're going to come across artillery in the first place because of that, but also because artillery is so useful for displacing in-place positions. So that's something you're going to have to be very prepared for, and I think that's why ambushes will work so much better. So for example, the Panzerschreck squads and so on are going to be the way to defend, because it's going to be very hard for your opponents to actually spot them in the first place, and then what you can do is just kill off those units enough times with enough of those Panzerschreck squads in order to win the game just naturally, because if a Panzerschreck squad kills a tank, it pays itself off. Like for example, the M4A3 there, it pays itself off like 5 times over. And that sort of cost efficiency on a unit is just so damn good in these scenarios where you have to get a certain amount of kills in order to win, because you're not sacrificing so many kills in order to like get those kills in the first place. The way obviously to get around Panzerschrecks is charge with infantry, take the locations that you want and then carry on. But then there's the time limit, all that kind of stuff as well. I don't know how it's really going to turn out. I feel like defense is almost favored, but at the same time, with like a decent, well-supported attack with artillery, you could probably still make it work, even if somebody had like 10 squads of Panzerschrecks. I'm not entirely sure. It's going to take a lot more testing in order to figure all that out, but that's just my sort of first thoughts on it. And just in general, a lot of you guys were asking my like overall thoughts on the game mode. I really like it. I really, really do. I feel like this could be a game mode that could really support like a tournament, for example, because you could have like a coin toss. For one player chooses either defense or attack, and then you sort of switch it up and you have like a best of 2 originally, and then if it's like a draw, then you go on to like a best of 3. And well, I guess it would just be a best of 3 anyway, wouldn't it? I don't know why I said best of 2, but yeah. If somebody like wins both the attack and defense, they win the round. If not, then they go on to like a third one, and then it just continues as is. I think that's just like a really, really cool way to like do a tournament. A lot like something like CS:GO, for example, or just any other competitive game mode with like an attack defense. I feel like it's just really, really awesome to think about and to have that potential there. Now, whether or not I think we're going to see it in this game, I'm not entirely sure. If we're thinking about like next Steel Division game, then maybe. But it'd be interesting to see what people come up with in terms of tournaments now. There's a lot of game modes that you can use, and I'm just really, really excited about this game mode. I think it's really, really good. So props to Eugen for adding this to the game. Really, really nice. Look at those pack 40 kills. Lovely jubbly. But that's where I'm going to leave it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.